those divisions come extension officers, come teachers, come health workers. Then forum for activities to happen. Our job is to make laws that bring these essential tools for development back to the people. So we are attempting this one now, and hopefully, and I know I'm quite confident, government will continue for a full term, and I'm sure that we will be implementing some of these major policies. Already we're getting very good feedbacks from people. They're having their own roads built. They have got their little health centers improved now. They have the money going to support the police, to support the health worker, to support the educationists, to support all government workers. Before, there was no such money into them. It's all confined to national government. National government, of course, under the organic law in those days, we have devised the two different powers, transfer power and delegated power. Now that was not good enough, and a lot of people see that that wasn't good enough. We should have allowed for earlier on, we should have allowed for transfer powers to exist, so that the local premier, like Chancellor Pukawi, if he sits as a head of government in Manus, he then determines, he's given the budget, he then sits down and say, okay, you people in Balapa, you'll get this, and you people in the mainland, you get this, you on the other side of the island, this is what you get. And I think that's the way we've shifted the economic planning, concept of economic management, which is...
There's a way of filling the name in case you have other things. As you move on into non-active political life and reflecting back, what are your regrets? Would you have done something differently? Would you have not provided for certain provisions in the Constitution if you were to revisit the past?
Yes. Well, I would not have given if we were looking at the provision now, you know. And if you look at the CPC report, I have a lot of argument with John Thomas, Baranarakobi and John Kapute. And if you look at the CPC report, I disagree with a lot of things they were saying. You know that I disagreed with what we were trying to implant at that time. If they had agreed that, look, let's be flexible, our constitution should be very flexible, you would have seen that we would have moved. Every time you want to do things, you are guarded by what's happening at the back. And I think that's one problem. Second problem is that we don't, what we have not done is, we have not trained a panel or group of people to concentrate on rural development. Because why I say rural development, 80% of our populace still in the villages. Yes. And emphasis on training programs with the Administrative Staff College, with the university, with Divine Word University. I think emphasis now should be retraining of people. And I think we should forget what we are doing. Sometimes we have developed a cult mentality. The legislatures, we're supposed to be policy makers and lawmakers. No, we now become the deliverers of services as well. That's why there's a lot of obstacles in our terms of development. Okay, that's one, and that's two. Now three, if you had asked me what I would have done if I was given an opportunity and did not have the committee getting views, what I would have done is I would have allowed for government to continue, no disruption in the government. Because that government, when it comes to office, only people of Papua New Guinea will elect a government if they are dissatisfied. Like, you know, for example, this time, you calculate 82 members, 2002, who gave National Alliance support. That's what we have done. Now, if you allow the system earlier on at the time, we should not have had a provision whereby you change the government because you are dissatisfied. You should have allowed the executive government to make a decision. If now I'm not happy with your performance as my Minister for Health, it's my responsibility to move you and get someone else in. But when I move you, you go and sit in the opposition, you try to overthrow me. And you can't run Later on, those of us who planned for, and some of them are still, I keep talking to two of my, my preferred colleagues. I said, we've made certain mistakes. Now let's come together, put our thoughts together.
Yeah, yes, other things to do.
But the relevance of the seminar here, do you see it relevant and important? UPNG is honored to have a library named after you. So we see you as an icon of this institution also.
Well, I'm really, as I said, I'm really honored that I floated that concept. I think I spoke to Vice Chancellor before, and I said, I think we need to revive this Waigani seminar. Political movement in those days came from a small gathering of Papua New Guinea society gathering. Ron Krokum, Nigel Oram, Tony Butas, Chris Butas, I'm now Chris Stewart, Ron Krokum and Margaret, of course, Nigel Oram, people I've mentioned, a lot of people from Australian ANU research unit really stimulated the minds of people at the time, from our level, and made us to think. And the seminar, Camilla went to a seminar for education. And when Waigani University, when University of Papua New Guinea came into being, we thought this is a place, and it's a free place. You can come and speak and, provoke people. If you want to provoke, you provoke. But
our young students in the universities throughout the country.
Well, I've always maintained that they've been given not universities, or university at the time, but I think they have a wonderful opportunity in this country. The opportunity is given, you take the opportunity, but don't misuse the opportunity, because it's costing not only state, costing your own parents a lot of money to raise. I get from my office people from my electorate write to me to say we have a number of students who are supposed to graduate. They cannot sit in this semester because there are a number of subjects have not been completed. Can we help? It's not my job. We've allocated the money to higher education. We've allocated the money to the education department to look after these areas. And we are looking after the rural people. But no, I have to end up funding some of the scholarships, giving us scholarships. And I think we need to place more emphasis on training of our young, talented Papua New Guineans here. Approachable, should be more provoking in the discussions, not causing, what do you call it? I was asked in one electorate, commotion. What does the commotion mean? You don't stir to create commotions.
Just following you.
Yeah. But I never caused any. But you see, that's what happens. You see. So I think with our university students who are learning now, wonderful opportunities given to you. Put your head down to your books. Make sure that you have good results. Come out and make a contribution. I know a lot of you won't get what you want, but at least you have an opportunity to open your mind to be able to do things that you want. University education giving you something for life in future. It's not to get you a job. It's not for you to become a director of education or a director of health. Gives you an opportunity to be able to explore further. What are other human aspects and human responsibilities that are ahead of you? How can you transform? How can you take this education opportunity that you have to instill into minds of our people and change the transformation and development of society and make it a better society to live in?